Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you all of my broken GeminiJets models. One of them is actually in really bad shape, but the other of them aren't so bad. They're just like broken small little parts, and they're really not even visible by some of them, as you can see here. But in the end of the video we're actually going to fix two of these models, so stay around for that. So let's just get started with the video. So I'm just going to go one by one on each of the models here. Like I'll start here with this one, show you what's wrong with it, and then just keep going down the list. So first up here is a Frontier Airbus A321, and from this angle it looks perfectly fine, right? Like there's nothing wrong with it. But on the other side, there is not one of those little back winglets. What are those called? Horizontal stabilizer, I should say. But when I actually got this model back in 2017, it's an Aeroclassics model. When I was unboxing it, it pretty much came like this. The horizontal stabilizer pretty much just fell out. And it's no big deal because it should just be able to go right back in. I've never glued it or anything. I kind of just stick it in there. I think it'll stay, and then kind of just forget about it. So this one is obviously no big deal, just a very small, minor broken part, and you're obviously not even going to notice it. But I figured I'd include this in the airport update. Or not airport update. I'm so used to making those, the broken GeminiJets video. But it's always annoying when you open the box and unbox something and something's broken, so there's always that. So the next one is the Delta MD90. This is actually the first ever GeminiJets model that I ever got back in, I think, July or August of 2014, so basically 4.5 years ago. And you're probably wondering, there's nothing really wrong with it, but there's this piece right here, and that is the broken part of the Delta MD90. So hopefully you can see, but that little black part on the side is a part of the front nose gear, and as you can see, as the aircraft is flipped upside down, that is the missing side, the right side of the front nose gear that just fell off. And it's no big deal, it's not like making it defective or anything, but it's really hard to see. You need like a microscope to see this. If you take this other nose gear out, other side, then there's no front nose gear. So now if you look at the front of the aircraft, there's no wheel on the front at all, because I can just completely take out the other wheel. Okay, so I was able to put it back in, but if you look closely, you see that the other wheel isn't there. That's obviously what this is. And this always comes out. I don't know why, just really loose. But either if I'm picking up the model and set it down somewhere new on the airport surface, this little black wheel will come out. And it's no big deal. I mean, I just put it right back in. Oh, I dropped it. Where'd it go? Okay, we have it code red. I have dropped the little black front wheel, and it is no... Oh, wait, is this it? No, that is... Is it? No, it's not it. Oh, man, this is not good. That thing is so small. Oh, we found it. We found it. It is right here. I found it on the floor. Nearly impossible. It just completely blends in with the basement floor. But it has been... Oh my gosh, I actually just dropped it again. This is a problem. This is why it's such a minor issue on the model, but it becomes such a big one because when you drop it, it just gets lost. Okay, so I'm back on the mic now. I forgot to actually play it. So we'll put the wheel back in. I have to do this constantly whenever I change the models on the airport for the airport update. And that's how you put it in. It's not hard. It's probably really hard to see because it's so like small. I have to kind of like focus. And it's no big deal. I mean, you don't really see like nothing wrong with it, but like in what just happened there, it can cause like big problems. Like if you were to drop it and you don't want to be left with only one wheel, and it's not like you're going to see it in the videos, but I mean, it's annoying. So we're going to go ahead and put this one back. It's giving us some bad luck. Let's not touch that anymore. So next up, I want to do the American 767-300 ER. And of course, like the other ones, it doesn't seem like anything's wrong. You're probably like, Justin, why are you showing us these models and they're barely even broken? But watch this. So I got this model, I think, back in February of 2018, and when I was unboxing it, it just completely fell off, like the tail here. So it's another unboxing difficulty, just like the Frontier back there, where something breaks. And this is a GeminiJets model, if I didn't say that, so it's not like an Aeroclassics or NG models. But basically, I just put it right back in. It's no big deal. It's not much, but yeah, that's pretty much it for this aircraft. So the next one I want to show you is another 767-300ER. This is a GeminiJets model, the Delta, of course. And as you can see, looks like nothing's wrong with it. You're probably like, Justin, why am I even watching this video? He's just showing me models that aren't even broken. But if we look on the underside of the aircraft, so the first thing you can see is that there's 2 wheels missing from the rear landing gear on the left side of the aircraft on the bottom. I really don't know how this happened. I think that after having it for a while, that the wheels just fell off, and I have no idea where they went. And that's not a huge deal. You don't even really notice it, but that's just something that's annoying, just like the other models. Then in the front of the aircraft, the front nose gear, it's kind of hard to see, but it looks a little messed up. And that's because it's glued on. This front nose gear fell off. I don't really remember how. Honestly, I think this is the second aircraft model I got back in 2014, so I probably was just rolling it along my airport like it was like a regular model toy, and it probably just fell off. I think that's probably what happened. So it had to be glued on, and you don't really notice it now, but it used to be a big problem for me because I never really glued it. I kind of just would like set the nose gear on the underside of the aircraft, and it would kind of just sit there and look really bad. And obviously I went in and glued it, but it's been glued for like several years now. So here's another shot of it from the side. It's not a huge deal. Like, you really don't even notice. You just kind of see like a little bit of glue there. But if I pick it up, and it's really not much of a difference at all. I mean, the aircraft a little bit leans downward, but it's not really too noticeable. So now for the aircraft that's in really bad shape. This is the U.S. Airways Airbus A321, and I currently use this as an American Airlines plane, kind of like just in the old U.S. Airways livery, just so they have a model. It's in pretty bad shape, as you can see. Like, look at all this here. So it's not even functioning, really. So the wings, along with the engines, completely detached. So this is what the underside of a GeminiJets model looks like. Then a part of the one of the rear landing gear fell off. Have no idea where the other one is. And then the tail fell off as well. Oh, and then the front nose landing gear is bent. There, you can see that the front nose gear is completely bent towards the side. So when it sits on the ground, it's not the gear isn't right on the ground. If it was, it'd look like this. So I kind of have to set it like this. So I think all of this happened back in 2015. I really don't remember when I got this model, but I think I had this on a shelf because U.S. Airways just merged with American Airlines, so all of the U.S. Airways aircraft were pretty much gone and merged into American. So I kind of had this on a shelf as like a tribute, so I didn't include it in the airport. And I think I was moving the shelf, such a stupid idea, with the model still on it. And I don't remember it taking like a huge fall, but it just fell off of the stand, and all of this happened. Like the tail fell off, the wings fell off, both of the landing gears in the back fell off, but one of them I only have for some reason, and then the front nose gear was completely bent. And it didn't fall on the ground either, it just kind of like fell off of the stand. Really weird. So at the time, this aircraft just must have not been in good shape at all because it was so fragile, and now it's clearly just like, looks like it's in an aircraft scrapyard. But what I do is I just put the wings back on, I put the tail on. I guess I could all glue this, but I don't know. I just don't really. And then whenever I'm setting it up for the airport updates, I'll set like the back landing gear wherever just to keep it upright, and then set it there just like that. And it's pretty noticeable in the videos. I try not to show you guys, so hopefully if you watch my airport updates, you probably never notice. But I've been doing this for like 4 years. So we're going to go ahead and put this one back over here. And now we're down to the last 2 models. So next here is the Southwest 737-8 Max, which isn't really in service in my airport updates, obviously. I'm still keeping it out. But what's wrong is the little cable box or whatever you want to call it on the top of the aircraft that would go right here, usually to stream TV and Wi-Fi and that sort of stuff. The blue thing fell off. No big deal. I'm just going to glue it on. So that's what we'll do in this video. So I'm just going to set this over here. And then next is an American CRJ-200 GeminiJets. Both of these are GeminiJets, by the way. And the back horizontal stabilizers fell off. I had this problem when I first got the aircraft. I think one of them fell off, and I just had to super glue it on. But then both of them fell off. And then I kept it glued for a long time, like 2 years. And then recently, like a couple months ago, when I was moving the models around, they both just fell off. And I never got around to fixing them because I wanted to use it for this video. So that's what's wrong with these ones. It's fragile, it's annoying. I actually got this model at the same time as the Frontier. I know this is GeminiJets and that's Aeroclassics, but it was kind of like in one big unboxing video I did back in 2017, but that's when this happened. So that's just something we're going to glue. That'll be in this video. So I'm going to set these 2 aside, and we're just going to fix them right now. Okay, so I have the hot glue gun set up. It's ready to go, and the first thing we're going to do here is the Southwest model. I actually tried doing this a couple times over, and it did not work at all because the hot glue was drying. So I'm not going to include that in the video, but that's why I have this Q-tip here, because I need to basically get in the hole, this hole here that the little antenna box has to go in. So let's just let's try to put this in. Okay, so I'm going to have to maybe, this is all just trial and error. And it seems really simple because it's like hot glue. It probably is, but I'm just trying to make it perfect. So I'll probably have to get the Q-tip, put hot glue on top, and then place this in. Unless I put hot glue on top of the antenna box and place it in. The problem is I don't want to get my fingers too hot or like touch the hot glue because it gets pretty hot. So what I'm going to do is squirt a bunch out probably, and then dab it in there. Touch it on here, touch it on there, and put it in. Oh, this is not working well. Go in. This is just ending up as a complete disaster because the glue just keeps drying way too fast. I think that worked. I think that actually worked. Okay, so I'll give you guys a closer look. So there it is now. It's not great. You can see some of the glue, but keep in mind this is a 737 Mac, so I don't even know if this will be in the airport updates anytime soon. Hopefully, though, it probably will eventually, maybe within the next year, as Southwest put these back in. It's a little bit crooked, but hot glue is tough in this situation because it just dries so quickly and it covers up the hole in which the antenna box is supposed to go into, so it just makes it difficult to push it in. So it's not like completely touching the top of the aircraft, it's a little bit sticking out. It's hard to see, but I mean, it did the job. So we're going to go ahead and set this over here, so we're done with that. Next is the CRJ-200. This is going to be really tough because we have to get it to basically balance on the tail. The horizontal stabilizer is on the top of the tail. It'll be tough, but I think we can get it done. I've done it before. Okay, so let's just go ahead and put some hot glue on here and then hold it on here. The problem is we have to kind of hold it here until it dries, which is literally already. Look at that. That's why I love hot glue. It dries so fast, but also it can be like very consequential, as you can see in the last time we tried to fix the Southwest model. Okay, so I have some hot glue on here, place it on, and we are pretty much done. That's pretty much it. So now that's over there. I literally just stuck them together and it's already working. I'll give you guys a closer look. So there it is. It's not too straight. It's kind of crooked, but I mean, that's okay. That's what happens when you have broken GeminiJets models. Oh wait, I forgot to mention, see this little hot glue down there? That's because the tail on top of the horizontal stabilizers also broke at one point. So there's the look of what I did right there. I just put a bunch of hot glue on it and stuck them together, and it dried really fast. So that's probably fixed. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this hot glue off, and then I'll unplug it here. So we're done with that. Successful mission with okay, this is just going to go off here, with gluing the GeminiJets models back together. So I'm just going to wrap up the video here. That pretty much concludes all of my broken GeminiJets models that I have. It's not too bad of a number because, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of like 40 models I think I have, maybe a little bit more. So that's a what, 7 to 40 ratio. That's a great ratio to have for broken GeminiJets. So thank you guys for watching. This is a very spontaneous and different kind of video that I've made before. Let me know if you liked the video down below. Wasn't really organized perfectly, unfortunately. The Southwest model was just not cooperating whatsoever. I'm not going to include those bloopers and stuff in there because no, I tried for like 10 minutes to try to get the little antenna in there. But anyways, just thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.